Hello, welcome to the Craft House Magic Set of tutorials. My name's Ellie and today I'm going to show you how to do the half stitch in bobbin lace. So I've set up this cushion with a pricking and put some cloths over the top, and you can see this in the whole stitch video, which I'll put a link to down below. I've got 5 pins at the top and I've hung 5 sort of passive pairs and then 1 working pair, but with half stitch you'll find that the working pair doesn't stay as the same bobbin, and that'll make more sense later. So what I've done is I've made each pair have a twist before we start, and I'll just show you how to do a twist. The pair, you take the right one over the left one to make the twist, and then I'm going to put all the passive pairs to the right hand side. So to make the half stitch, you take the first 4 bobbins and you can number them 1, 2, 3 and 4, and you can pass 2 over 3 and then 2 and 4 over 1 and 3, and that is your half stitch, and you're going to do the same all across your work. So I'll take the pair on the left hand side and I'll push that further over to the left, and I'm going to still work this pair here but with the pair from the right. So this 4 I'm going to do exactly the same, 2 over 3 and 2 of 4 over 1 and 3, and then push the left hand side pair to the left and take another pair from the right, and I carry on doing the same over to when you've finished all these pairs here. So once you get to the end of your pairs, you've got 1 pair over to the right and you can put your pin in, and because you've already got a twist because you're doing half stitch, you can just simply work to the right again. So I take this pair from the left hand side and I'm going to work exactly the same stitch, 2 over 3, 2 and 4 over 1 and 3, and then I leave 1 pair to the right. To start with, you'll find that because they're running pairs, if you pull on one it'll pull on another, but try and keep those equal. I'll take my next pair from the left hand side and work the whole stitch with those 4, move the right pair to the right hand side and get another pair from the left hand side and do the same. When you've done your last set, put the right pair over to the right hand side, put a pin in the next pinhole, and you can start working back. Sometimes you have 1 pair that's a little bit longer. You can change the length by undoing the slip stitch over the top of your bobbin, winding on your thread and remaking the knot on the top. And you can see how I did that knot in my tutorial on how to wind bobbins, and I'll leave a link down below for that. But I basically carry on across the work, and you can see how the pink thread has separated because we're doing half stitch. I put the next pin in and I work back across. You'll find when you've started to do some work that you can just give your bobbins a very gentle tug just to keep the work nice and neat. Moving your bobbins right over to the side as you're working them helps keep your stitches neat as well. Like I said on the whole stitch video, this pattern of pricking, the pins at the top are quite a distance from each other, so you could add some pins in between those at the top to have a more dense weave. You can see if you look closely that the 2 pink threads are crossed over each other rather than working backwards and forwards across the work. So you can see how having a pink set starting on this side makes a different pattern in the work with half stitch. You can experiment with different coloured threads all across the top and see where the different colours go, and you can experiment with adding some extra twists at the side as well, because that will make your work look differently if you use different colours in it, but you'll still get this quite an open weaved work. So I've now covered the half stitch and the whole stitch basic stitches. I might do a simple bookmark a little bit later, but what I'd advise you is if you want to start doing bobbin lace properly, I'd try and find a local group that might be able to help you with a bit of one-on-one tuition. I will leave a link down below to a very good book that I'd recommend for beginners. Basically it's a lot of different bookmarks for you to try. I definitely recommend that, and I hope to come back to you with a little simple tutorial of a start to finish bookmark a little bit later on. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, so if you'd like to see more, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye!